Suburbias. I'm going to talk about Suburbia, because I don't give a shit about tomorrow. So, let's talk about Suburbia from 1983. This is actually on DVD, and it's probably on Blu-ray now. This is actually one of my favorite movies. I saw this when I was really young, and it's about like a punk squatter house, and it's still relevant to this day. I mean, the characters that are portrayed in this movie are very much so realistic and totally believable. And it's interesting because the director of this Suburbia, Penelope Spheris, actually did Decline of Western Civilization, which is a punk rock documentary, and also the Metal Years, Decline of Western Civilization. This movie is one of my favorites. I revisit it like at least once a year. I absolutely love this film. Here's another Suburbia. This Suburbia was made in 1996, about 13 years since this Suburbia. And it's from the filmmaker of Dazed and Confused, which is kind of interesting. And it kind of deals with a suburban night at a convenience store. And, you know, it has like a lot of like people that are well known today, like Parker Posey, Steve Zahn. The main actor in this one is Giovanni Ribisi. And this is interesting because this has a soundtrack of Sonic Youth, Beck, Skinny Puppy, Butthole Surfers, Elasticas. It's a lot of like alternative rock, you know, like of that age, of that time frame of the 90s. With this Suburbia, it has punk rock music from like TSOL, The Bandos, DI. So I mean, both of these movies, although they are not at all related, are very much similar, not because of just the namesake, but because of the kind of like misled youth, so to speak. So why is this shit I think about? There's not often, it's never really often, where I come across a movie that has the exact same name and similar like kind of tonality to it. And Suburbia is a weird thing because Suburbia, both instances, you could mix and match the characters, like, because it's like youth based or whatever. Like the main character runs away from home, or you know, this main character is not happy with his life in the suburbs. Film industry doesn't allow movies to have the same name unless it's like a remake or a reimagining of a movie. These movies are not at all like interchangeable. It brings me to the point of in the movie industry you can only have one name. So if you're an actor and you're going to be that actor, you're going to have a name that no one else uses. And here's a totally off the wall weird comparison thing. But David Bowie's real name is Davy Jones. But there was already a famous person named Davy Jones from the Monkees. But the guy from the Monkees, that's not his real name. So it's just funny that David Bowie has to change his name to conflict with another person that has a fake name. Kind of like Katy Perry's real name is Kate Hudson. And Kate Hudson is actually an actress, so they didn't want to confuse the name, so she has to go by the name Katy Perry. But Kate Hudson's real name isn't really Kate Hudson. I think it's Kate Russell. So, or Kate Hahn, maybe? I don't know. That's just shit I think about. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.